I'm absolutely guilty of getting out of D.C. as much as I can because, look, I understand the wisdom. Maybe most people don't understand the wisdom that are in farm people and ranch people around this country. I know they're some of the smartest people, hardest working people, the most patriotic Americans I know, and those are the people I want to hang out with. Those are the people that I want to get my solutions from, not maybe some spreadsheet in D.C.
Ag Secretary Sonny Perdue continued his listening tour in Middle and East Tennessee recently, meeting with farmers and industry leaders to take their concerns back to Washington. At Ellington Agricultural Center in Nashville, he toured several areas of the campus where the Tennessee Department of Agriculture is located, including the Weights and Measures Metrology Lab and the Animal Health Diagnostics Lab. He also toured the Cultivate Farm on the ground. That's a nonprofit organization growing and harvesting food for hunger relief, utilizing labor from those seeking a second chance after battling issues like drug addictions.
We're down here at Cultivate, a great ministry with a wonderful tagline, growing food, growing people, and taking a rehabilitation process. I don't think there's really anything more therapeutic than agriculture. And the souls that need to be rehabilitated are being done right here through the soil.
It's a huge honor, to have the Secretary of Agriculture come visit with your department and with your farmers. As we say all the time, agriculture in this state's the #1 industry in the state, and Secretary Perdue recognizes that, and to have him come here to Ellington Ag Center, the flagship of Tennessee agriculture, we couldn't be more honored.
In East Tennessee, the Secretary was in Knoxville for a Tax Day event to discuss the historic tax reform law approved by Congress last year and to hear the many other concerns from farmers over trade, immigration reform, and the Farm Bill.
My goal is to represent the interest and the comments and the concerns of American agriculture, wherever they are, back to the President and the White House and his administration.
What can we expect going forward as far as immigration reform?
I really appreciate that question. I meant to mention it, frankly, because labor, there are three main issues I hear from really before the trade disputes. It was trade, labor, and regulation. I'd hear it over and over from one part of the country, one corner to the next. The ultimate solution is not just an H-2A program, but if we have a comprehensive immigration reform, get those farm laborers who many times have been here for years or come back. But in the meantime, we're trying to get a simpler, friendlier, faster H-2A program that people can depend on. These are our customers. You get out here and hear what their real issues are. I can't sit in D.C. and understand what's going on the ground. It's helpful to me to get on the ground here. As you indicated, I've been to Tennessee 4 times, but these are friendly people. I like coming here. They're good people, and I learn a lot when I come, so I'm happy to be back in Tennessee again.
He says all the time he loves getting pictures with the Blue Jackets, and that's really cool as an FFA member and as a state officer to hear someone that is on the big government level just to take time for us.
Well, I think he's very connected because like he said, he's real into agriculture. That's his background. He understands the farmers. So to have a secretary in agriculture that actually understands what's going on the farms is real big for the farming community, in my opinion.
Was it worth it to you to come out?
Yes, it was. I'm here as a dairy farmer promoting milk and wanted to get my point across that I appreciate what he was doing for dairy.
One thing, he's been a farmer, he's had his boots dirty, he's had dirt under his fingernails like all the rest of us have, and I think he's got our interest at heart. And like the Secretary said, we've got to produce at a profit. And that's getting a little tight right at the moment, but like he said, we're optimists too. So.
See, it's really, really easy to get discouraged with profitability and all the challenges that we face in agriculture, but to have the person behind the position that he is in reiterate that he has our back and that some of the things that you may be hearing aren't necessarily for the reasons that you're hearing them, and that there's more things going on behind the scenes than we realize.
There's hurting out here. Farmers are hurting. They don't want to be the only soldiers in this trade battle, and the President is committed that they're not going to be. But nonetheless, there's anxiety over dairy, over tobacco markets, and we're going to do everything we can to help find the markets and sell these great products around the world.